Welcome to Gemara Academy. In this class, we will learn Tosfos Dibra Maschel, Yeshiv Adam Lifnei Hasaper Samach Lemincha Ad Sheyispalel. Let's begin by looking at the flowchart of the Gemara so we can see what Tosfos is coming to talk about. So we began our piece of Gemara with the Mishnah, and the first teaching in the Mishnah was Yeshiv Adam Lifnei Hasaper. A person is not permitted to sit in front of a barber for a haircut. Samach Lemincha, close to the time of Mincha, Ad Sheyispalel, until he first davens. And the Mishnah mentioned another 4 activities that a person is not allowed to do close to the time of Mincha until he first davens. So this is the part of the Gemara that Tosfos is coming to talk about and explain. Now let's look at a general outline of this class. The Mishnah taught that a person may not eat a meal close to the time of Mincha. One of the activities that's not permitted is to eat a meal. And there's one part of Tosfos, which is, Tosfos will address a question from a Brisa in a different Gemara that seems to indicate that only on Erev Shabbos and Erev Yom Tov is there a problem to eat. In our Mishnah we're learning that every single day, by the time of Mincha, it's usher for a person to begin a meal until he first davens. Tosfos is going to address a question from a Brisa in a different Gemara that seems to indicate that this issue of eating is only a problem on Erev Shabbos and Erev Yom Tov. So let's see Tosfos now in the flowchart form. The Mishnah taught that a person may not eat a meal close to the time of Mincha. And Tosfos says, and it's in a purple arrow pointing upwards, because he's supporting this Mishnah. And since he's addressing a question on it and then providing an answer, the words are in red and in green. He says, and this that it says in Arvei Psachim, in a Brisa, that on Erev Shabbos and Erev Yom Tov, a person may not eat till nightfall, which indicates that it's only a problem on Erev Shabbos and Erev Yom Tov. So Tosfos answers very simply, that means to say, even if one did daven, he may not eat, so that he will come into Shabbos with an appetite. Over there it's saying that on Erev Shabbos and Erev Yom Tov, a person is not allowed to eat till nightfall. It has nothing to do with Tfilas Mincha. It has to do that he should come into the Shabbos and Yom Tov with an appetite to eat the meal. And therefore, even if the person already daven Mincha, it'll still be prohibited. It'll still be usher for him to eat a meal. So that's what he's explaining, that over there, it's for a different reason, and the rules are different. That it's even if he did daven, it'll still be prohibited, because the goal is that he should have an appetite for the meal. But if he didn't yet daven, then even on all other days, it's usher. So when it says over there that it's usher, it means to say even if he did daven. However, if he didn't daven, then it wouldn't be exclusive to Erev Shabbos and Erev Yom Tov. Rather, it'll apply to every other day as well. So that's the whole Tosfos. So to summarize, Tosfos basically points out that the other Brisa elsewhere that we find in Psachim, that says that on Erev Shabbos and Erev Yom Tov, a person can't eat a meal till nightfall, which seems to indicate that on the other days a person is allowed to eat. That's not the way we're supposed to learn it. The correct way is that over there he's not allowed to eat till nightfall, even if he did daven. However, if he didn't daven, then it will be usher to eat on all other days as well.